dream come true?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I got a text from my dad. He sent me the Truth Social post from Trump. And I said, oh, you got to vet those better because that's impossible. Then I go on Twitter and everybody's talking about Dan Bongino is I'm like, what, are we really going to do this? We're really going to do this. So we have Kash Patel and Dan Bongino running the FBI. And you got to think of these things. When you think back to when Trump, quote unquote, lost 2020, right? You would never have had anything like this in 2020.
No.
You would never have had Kash Patel running the FBI. These are not things you can think of. RFK at HHS, Tulsi Gabbard DNI. We had to go through what we went through to get what we're getting now. And we're getting the dream team of all dream teams. These are patriots beyond any imagination. Bongino, if anyone's going to clean house, talk about life insurance for Kash Patel. Kash Patel just became assassination proof. But this guy right here, no, this is going to be the clean out of all clean outs. And Adam Schiff, God, I would not want to be him today.
Yeah,
He just left the country.
Did he really?
No, I don't know.
Did he leave the
because
country? Can we take the passport real quick?
Yeah.
when they announced Dan Bongino, that was the first thing I tweeted, a picture of Cash and Dan, and I was like, start tracking like those private flights out of the country.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't want to make light of all the bad things that happened because of COVID. A lot of people lost their lives. It was really, a lot of people lost their businesses. But there's a part of me that thinks that COVID might have saved America.
COVID was a blessing.
I
understand what you're saying.
I'm delicate.
I'm not. Look what happened to the country. We are here now because
Yes.
of the unfortunate circumstances of the world being mutilated by COVID.
I agree with your broader point. Again, I don't want to be insensitive to the people that were hurt, but it really was. It really did wake a lot of people up. There's an entire generation of people that will never trust the government. Never fully trust the government, and at the very least, will never trust the establishment government.
Right.
So maybe there'll be people that are like, okay, I think that someone like Dan Bongino and Kash Patel, I think maybe I'll trust them. Maybe I can trust RFK, and not trust that they're always going to be right, but trust that their intentions are good. If they make a mistake, if something bad happens, you're not going to feel like maybe they did that on purpose, which is something that everybody in America, well, not everybody, but so many Americans kind of have that inclination now. Maybe, it's like, so when you were told you shouldn't wear masks in the beginning of COVID, and then come to find out the reason they said that was because they wanted to make sure that doctors and people that were dealing with sick people had the masks, and then come to find out that they were wrong about that too. They were wrong about whether you needed them.
Ventilators.
Yeah, and the ventilators and all that stuff, and they never actually said we're sorry about this. There was no remorse. There was all the deal with it, close your business, all those things.
They were given pardons.
Yes,
yeah,
100%
for their action over this period of time. And just to add to your point, Fauci had an interview where he was talking about why you should wear masks. A news reporter said, well, then maybe 2 masks will help. And Fauci literally goes, you don't need to wear 2 masks. But the news picked up the talking point and decided to run with, are 2 masks better than 1?
Yeah, double mask.
And the news media narrative looped back on the CDC, overriding what Fauci had originally said, and all of a sudden people were double masking. It is this mass formation psychosis that ultimately results in these weird policies that ultimately results in a backlash. So I would call it a shock to the system.
Yeah, we needed it.
And now Dan Bongino is deputy FBI director.
And to add to that, like people like Tulsi Gabbard, who was on the Quiet Skies list, now running the DNI. People like Bhattacharya, who was blacklisted for years because of his takes on COVID. Now he's running the I forget what department he's running, but he's playing an integral role that was literally one of the people that had blacklisted him. People like RFK, there's a certain amount of confidence that you can have that these people are not going to be falling in line with whatever the government says. Now, again, they can make mistakes. They are not perfect.
Sure, they will.
They will make mistakes. The bureaucracy is still a bureaucracy, and bureaucracies are inclined to make errors. But at least you can safely say, I think that they're not trying to lie to me in order to save face for international organizations like the UN or like the NWO, the World Health, World Health
hearts are in the right
you know what I mean?
place.
So, and that is a great thing.
Huge thing.
So the question I got for you, Joey, is who do you think Dan goes after first? And as in who? It can be a person or a group. Is it going to be cartels? Is it going to be?
Maybe it's just. Oh, sorry. Maybe
No,
it's FBI.
it's hard to know. I mean, you're talking about the FBI. You're talking about so many criminals going on. I know we want to see the big names. We want to see the big senators go down. I don't believe that's where he's going to go right away, because it's just not. That wouldn't work. You have to get a big unifying thing, right? I think cartels are a perfect option. He could do that. I don't know though. You could see a lot of these gangs that are in here. The MS-13s. Agua. He's talking about that a lot too. I don't know. We have no idea. There's so much to go after.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.